family started when I was a young boy, and I can't exactly tell you what year it actually was, but I remember growing up, and milking cows was what I had to do when I was a child, and I think I started when I was about 10 years old having to milk cows. And we would milk, I think we were milking probably 10 or 12 cows and putting it in cans, and then taking those cans out to the end of the road, and every second day I think it was, and so yeah, I grew up doing that. Our family is just a second generation. My dad was the one that bought this farm and started this farm that we're on now. Life is so much easier now. As far as manual labor, there isn't near as much manual labor. We milk way more cows in the same amount of time. We work more land in the same amount of time. And when I look back, I wonder, how did our parents do it back in those days? We're nowadays in our new generation, it's not manual labor. It's becoming more dynamic and more professional, more knowledge. You have to have more knowledge than you do manual labor. You know, it's fun to do. It's you can grow good crops. You can make your land produce. But there's less farmers doing it, and is it a good thing? Some might say no, and some of us, I think, to feed the world, we need to, just like everything else is getting bigger and bigger, but you know, maybe down deep in my heart, maybe that is not the real answer, but that's the way business is going, is to make ends meet or to make a living, you have to be bigger. And I think in the future we are going to lose more family farms. The family farm is going to be a thing of the past. I think in the next generation, a family farm will be going out the door, and it'll be owned by big businesses. When I was a kid, our big tractor, back in those days when I was a child, when I was helping Dad, our big tractor is now our chore tractor. And so that means the machinery has just gotten bigger and bigger, and that's a big change. Growing up, I've always wanted to be a farmer. That was my goal in life, to get out of school as quick as I could so I could go farming. And yeah, sometimes I say, why did you, I could have done better, maybe doing something else, but when I look back on it, I'm happy I did. I think it's maybe just something in me that I like to stay where I'm at. I don't like to pull up roots and move elsewhere, and so maybe it's just a bit of that in me, my personality, that I know where I'm at and I know what to do, so I don't want to move anywhere else to change that.